Attempt 3050 on YouTube. I went to Spain by myself, and here's why. I ain't gonna go into too much about my life story, etc. But since I was 15, I've wanted to go to Spain. I've always been interested in the language, especially the culture, the people. I've just always been interested in it. And to cut all the BS, the man them just want on it. You know, one of them ones when you tell the man them, you're alright, cool, in 3 months, 5 months, let's ride Spain, let's do this, let's do that. The man like, yeah, fam, I'm on it. Then it comes to the time, you're on your own. But that didn't stop me. I just said, you know what, I ain't gonna stop myself from exploring the world. And I don't think you should have a motivational speech, damn. But I'm gonna stop myself from seeing the beautiful things that this world has to offer. Because 1 or 2 people couldn't come, and you shouldn't have. Y aquí estamos en España. No sabía qué esperar. Es una experiencia diferente. Nunca he estado de vacaciones como es debido. Y mi primera experiencia es en un país diferente. Por mi cuenta. So I arrived in Spain for 7 p.m. and I go into my hotel, check in. And the craziest thing that I noticed first thing was nobody spoke English, which was good because I really wanted to practice my Spanish. So I set myself on a challenge on a course whilst I was there just to speak Spanish. I don't want to speak English. I was going to be and really indulge in other people's culture. I'm going to try and speak just Spanish. You know, my broken Spanish, I'm just going to do that. And I noticed as soon as I came off the plane separately, I might have been mixing and jambling, but bear with me. I felt some sort of different energy. It was vibrant. You know, when you come off a plane, I'm like, ooh, the hot weather, the people, it instantly hit me. It was like I was in some sort of Hollywood movie. I was like, God damn. I was like, looking outside the plane, Snapchatting. I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be, you know? Yeah.
Vámonos.
En mi ciudad está en la playa. En la playa es muy bonita, ¿lo comprendes? Me llamo Son. Yo vivo en Inglaterra. En España.
Following my broken Spanish, let me get back into this Spanish Spain vlog. But one thing about myself is I'm a very extroverted person. I like to say I'm different. Look at the waistline. If you don't know, get to know. You already know Sean Elegance. Do the waistline. Show them. But jokes aside, me, I'm a very different sort of overzealous sort of person. I've never felt like I fitted into the UK aesthetic. I don't really wear tech fleeces. I'm the guy with the nose piercing. I'm the guy with the dangly earring, you know, that Jesus piece. I'm the guy that's different. I've always been a different sort of individual. And I just felt like Spain really endorses that. For instance, when you go into La Fiesta, people are dancing. Like me, I'm a dancer. I love to dance and I love music. When you hear that reggaeton, when you hear that, yo, voy, ayúdale la gasolina. When you hear them rhythms, people are not stood in the corner. They're literally in the moment, present. And when I was in Spain, I felt present. That was the best thing I can say. I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was indulging in that moment. I was engrossed in that very moment. When I was partying, when I was with the people, nobody's caring about what you're dressing. Nobody stood in the corner with their smart whips. Everyone's just there to have a good time. And that's one of the best things I can take away from this trip. Nobody cares where you're from. Nobody cares what you're wearing. Nobody cares about your broken English. Broken Spanish even. People knew I wasn't a native, but they really appreciated that I tried. Understand what I mean? My bad, I didn't mean to go on a rant, but you know it is. And I remember telling my mother and my brother that, yo, listen, I'm going by myself. I'm going to tell my brothers. And my brother's like, what? What you mean, bruv? Okay, me, bruv. When I go on holiday, I go with the man them fam, like, Gee, if I was you, yeah, I'd keep it as a low-key thing. I wouldn't even be going out and use this as a detox, fam. Because if something goes left, and then he was telling me stories about Dubai, about his friends getting bad, and the rest of this, and then I told my mum was like, what do you mean you're going by yourself? Why don't you go with friends? And I was just thinking in my head that, listen, I'm going to do it. It's a big step. Let me do it. And for the first trip by myself, the one that I've planned by myself, I don't think there was any better way I could have started this travel journey. The things I experienced are priceless. For once, I really felt part of something. Like I was saying prior, I hate to ramble, but where I'm from in terms of the United Kingdom, there's not much identity, I don't believe. I don't really think that many people are really that confident to just be themselves. I'm not a road man. I'm not really an F guy or whatever. I'm Sean. And when I was in Spain, I felt like I could just be Sean, that waistline guy, you know. When you're in the UK, people say this, say that. But when from my experience in Spain, nobody cares, G. You know, like that. But maybe my ideology is a bit deluded because I was only there for a quick second. But for that quick second, I genuinely felt some peace, joy, happiness. I met some lifelong friends. Shout out Abs. Shout out Mohammed. I met some real lifelong friends that allowed me to really think, if I can do this, you know, I can do a lot of more other things, you know. I don't want to get too motivational or philosophical, but you know what I mean, G. But to wrap this video up, because I don't want to keep it too long, probably a lot of people have skipped by this time, but thank you if you're here anyways. I know that you're interested in this, but the 3 things that I'd say I learned: number 1, humility. Bear with me. When I went to Spain, people didn't think they was better than anyone. And I really took that skill and I said, when I get back to the UK, I want to practice on being humble. I want to practice on having that humility to understand that I'm not better than nobody else. We're all here for the same mission, right? And we all want to be happy, we all want to explore, we all want to do these things. So I'd say that taught me, you know, to be humble. Serious. Like, when I went there, I was like, nobody thinks they're better than no one. Everyone's just here, you know? Secondly, gratitude. Like, those moments when I was on the beach, when I was there, I was grateful that, I have this opportunity to experience things like this, because people in your life, people around the world will never get to explore little things like traveling. So when I was there, I made sure that, I was grateful. I don't mind, I hope my friend Abs doesn't mind me mentioning this, but my bro would pray 5 times a day whilst he was there. Because I met him and he would pray 5 times a day. And that reminded me that, I ain't trying to be Jesus. I ain't, I'm not. Don't think of me as a good Samaritan because, I've got a long way to go. I'm nowhere near perfect, but that even made me realize that I need to start being more grateful for these little things, And thirdly, being present. Really being present, like when you're at these places. I think it's kind of a bridge from gratefulness, but really being present when you have the opportunity to go to these places. In whatever I'm doing, whether that's music, whether that's my TikToks, whether that's whatever I'm doing, I'm just going to fully indulge in that moment. I ain't going to think about nothing else. I ain't going to keep thinking about the past because that's happened. I ain't going to think about the future because that ain't happened. All I got is now. And I'm going to live life to the fullest and see what happens. If the music happens, it happens. If the YouTube happens, it happens. I'm just going to flow like water right now. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Now you just see videos of Spain and them things there. It's been your boy, Sean Elegance. I don't know how to do this outro thing, but hope you enjoyed the blood clot video. You mean, baby?